had one right there on your desk. Here you go. Right there.
We're live. We welcome you to Yellville, Arkansas, under some adverse conditions. Ben Black, David Black, Josh Nation, Anthony May, Hayden Schultz will join us here in just a little bit. But a little rain shower came towards us, Ben Black, and we're going to have Greyhound football coming right up. With a small shower, we expected some showers, but then we saw the latest at 0% at 7 o'clock. And then all of a sudden we got about 100% of that zero.
Yeah, it absolutely came a little shower right there before we got started on their senior night here at Yellville. The Hounds travel all the way up here and make the trip. Trying to keep everything dry and kind of, like you said, just a little hectic start. But we're going to be here broadcasting it rain, sleet, or shine, David Black. We got a ball game on our hands.
Remind everybody about our sponsors, and we'll just kind of do the best I can and just mention our guys tonight. George Kell Motor Company, Jackson's Funeral Home, Arkansas Steel Association, White River Health, First Community Bank, Greenway Equipment Company, Bratcher Real Estate, Merchants and Planters Bank, Fathead Pizza, John Minor Crop Insurance, Unity Health, Subway in the Newport Walmart, and Robert Turner Financial Advisor, just to name a few. We are having the coin toss.
Captains for the Panthers, number 34, Landon Tider. Number 66.
As you see in your screen, Anthony May again with the
Faust.
Producing and directing, and we're under a tarp, and we're doing the best we can, and I'll join under the tarp for just a little bit. But, Ben, it's a football game. It's just a game that you got to win.
Absolutely. You know, you want to win all your conference games. I think we talked about on the way down here. If the season ended today, we were in third place, but we're hoping to come away with a win tonight. And, we'll see what happens in the rest of the conference. And you just try to come out and you play each week, and you just try to win, one at a time, David.
I think it's pretty well set up that the Hounds have to win tonight and then at least and then beat Perryville next week to get a 2 seed. And we're just about ready to go for kickoff right here. And Hayden will be here momentarily. He's in slight delay. Just want to thank the folks at Yellville for being so kind to us up here on top of the press box and helping us get set up. And it's the school was very nice to us to get us set up on our internet system, and the folks down in the press box, absolutely awesome. And then also their live stream company, been very good to us.
Absolutely, helping keep us dry up here at the top of the press box. They brought a big tent up here to kind of set up and let us all gather underneath it. So we're hopefully the storm's about over as the Hounds make their way to midfield, and they're fired up over there.
Hayden is in the booth, and we'll see if we can find his microphone underneath the tarp. Still looking. There we go. Hayden Schultz. Welcome.
Evening, guys.
Did you have a flat?
No.
Supper good?
It's good.
Good. Well, I think you're all ready to go. You get it all squared away and get it untangled, and I didn't even see who won the toss, but we'll figure it out here in a little bit. And we were just talking about there was some chance of some rain, and then there wasn't any chance of some rain, and then all of a sudden there was a chance of some rain, and we got it. Still getting a little bit of it.
Yeah, it's actually pouring about 10 miles out, and I was like, oh, boy. But this is not bad. I'll take a little drizzle.
Yeah, it's not too bad at all.
Well, Josh and I were talking about before we got on, every year there's at least one game that rains and one game that's cold. And I said, well, I'm just thankful that one game didn't come on the same night. So.
Well, I remember Stuttgart last year was
pretty miserable, wasn't it?
It was miserable.
Yeah, that was kind of like a rainstorm, wasn't it? Yeah, we just had a little drizzle here. Still drizzling a little bit, but we're going to be okay. Newport's going to kick off to start the football game. We're on the road. We're at Yellville, a 2.5-hour drive. Beautiful country up this way, but we're just about ready to go with the play-by-play for the First Community Bank kickoff. Here's Hayden Schultz.
Jackson's going to kick this one deep. It's going to be fielded around the 16-yard line, looking for a return here for Yellville. This young man breaks a tackle. Now got a lot of room on the other end. And be brought down around the 44-yard line. A great return. Start the game for Yellville.
Down at the 43-yard line.
Yeah, just a good return by those guys. The Hounds hold them near midfield there to start off. So we'll see what this Greyhound defense has got in store for the Yellville Oak.
Well, this is old school. Josh Nation, Ben Black, D Black, Hayden Schultz. Kicking it old school, Dave.
Yes, sir. Loving it. Both KP and the human highlight reel on assignment elsewhere.
On 1st and 10, just a fullback dive and nothing there. The D-line just bullies their way to the backfield, and it's going to be no gain, 2nd and 10.
I think that's going to be the key for success tonight for the Greyhounds is they're going to have to dominate the line of scrimmage, Hayden, as you just saw right there.
I think it's so important for the Hounds to get off to a quick start. I think it's important for those guys to get a 3 and out right here, get the football, maybe put some points on the board. We think the Hounds can move the football tonight, and hopefully we'll have some success on all 3 phases of the football game tonight.
On 2nd and 10, here's the snap, go back underneath, and a loss of a couple on the play. That's big Boosie Hardaway and Cruz Gomez there in the backfield. Now a 3rd down and about 11.
Yeah, just a great defensive play again. That defensive line just holding its ground and not giving an inch, and that's what you got to do to have success tonight here at Yellville.
Looks like we got some of the 9th graders dressed out after winning the conference last night. We'll see if any of those guys get to play. They don't play the half. Last night, Dave, they can play 4 quarters, correct?
That is correct. Let them play, baby.
You know, I really think that's our game plan as far as let's try to take care of business and let some of those guys get some high school experience tonight.
Let's hope we can do that.
Long count. Hounds don't fall. Here's the snap. Go back inside. Stuffed initially, and then the young man's going to break and get about 5 on the play near the 49-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down at about 4.
Yeah, young man there, very shifty with the footballs. Hayden, you missed it before the game. On senior night, they announced he was a 3,000-yard career rusher. So that's pretty phenomenal feat there. I don't care who you play for, where you play at what level. 3,000-yard rusher, that means you're toting the rock.
Obviously, don't fall for it on the long count. Yellville might go here. I think that, you know, for them to be in the football game, they're going to have to do some things like convert on 4th downs and run fake punts and do things like that. It's a good snap, and he's going to punt it away. A high punt.
Get away, guys.
And takes a Hound bounce. Should be around the 36-yard line, be 1st and 10 for the Hounds.
Here comes the Greyhound offense onto the field, so maybe we can put some points on the board here. We got a good hold.
That's about a 13-yard punch, what I was going to say.
Got a good hold there defensively. Now we need to go down here and just put some points up, Hayden Schultz, and get this thing started.
Football game brought to you by El Puente Mexican Restaurant, by Diaz Scrap Metal, Eye Care RX Pharmacy, Judge Henry Boyce, and White River Health Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
On 1st and 10, give this to Malik inside. Malik, no gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
On the carry.
Yeah, not much there for Malik. Just give credit there to Yellville. They just made a good stop there at the line of scrimmage.
Combined for the tackle. No gain. 2nd down and 10 at the 37.
Kind of something we hadn't seen all year. Jack Sampson there out of the split end.
Just now saw Anthony May for the first time.
He's up under that tarp.
Under the tarp there, isn't he, brother?
I was wondering how y'all got set up.
Sampson at the bottom of the screen now.
Here's the snap. Luke looks to throw. The double move to Marquis Collins got him wide open as Marquis across the 30-yard line, finally drug down inside there, and a big Greenway Equipment Company 1st down.
Yeah, it's a big positive. Like you said, the double move just froze his defender and had him by 10 yards. Ball a little underthrown, but it's wet, it's raining, and hey, it's a completion, the 1st down. I'll take it all every time, all time. Money Wren at the top of your screen, Marquis Collins at the bottom. Sampson's at a nut back.
On 1st down, here's the play, and Malik running tough and give him maybe 2, maybe 3.
Robinson on the carry.
Yeah, good solid carry there by Robinson.
Tackle made by Eli Girth.
It's a neat little field that they've got here as far as their stands, how they kind of come out, and then how they've got the crowd in the end zone. I mean, it's
on a hill. It's on a little hill back here.
Yeah.
Set up there in their launch chairs and
look down on the game.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Here's the snap. Luke looks to throw. He'll throw it out wide to Money Wren. Money's going to catch it around the 20-yard line.
Pass complete to Armani
It'll be
Wren.
near a 1st down. We'll see where they mark it. And if that's the mark, he should be just a little short.
Make the tackle for the Panthers. 2-yard gain.
So it's going to be 3rd and short for the Hounds here.
20-yard line. And 3rd down and 1.
On 3rd and short, obviously 4-down territory. Do you take a shot to the end zone and think you can get the 1 later? Snap, give is to Malik inside, and he will have a 1st down and a little bit more. He's brought down near the 17-yard line. Another Greenway Equipment Company 1st down.
Eli Girth in on the stop for the Panthers. 1st down, Greyhounds at the 17-yard
Hounds
line.
will move the chain. Stowe Stables, Ben Black, riding horses, irrigation, gravel work, lawn work. You need something done, call 870-512-8429, and he'll get done whatever you need to get done.
Here's the snap. Reynolds looks to throw the double move again, this time to Money Wren, and it's a Greyhound touchdown for 6.
Touchdown, Greyhounds.
Bratcher Real Estate touchdown drive, 57 yards on that one, capped off by a 17-yard pass. Or just a beautiful touch from Luke and just an awesome catch by Amani.
Yeah, that one was a dime right there, and Money just comes away with it. Looks like that double move. Hayden's paying off early.
Hounds look to kick the extra point. Something we hadn't seen a whole lot of this year. Only 2nd time, I believe. Good snap, hold, kick is up, and Jackson gets it to go, and the Hounds go up 7-0.
I'll take it. Hounds on the board early here, 6:51 to play in the 1st quarter.
I've got to do some writing, guys. It's exactly what we expected out of the Newport Hound offense, is just to take the football. First of all, the defense come out and get a 3 and out, which they did. They got a short punt. They drive it that 50-plus yards for the touchdown, throwing the football, and we thought we might have some success doing that, and we showed that on our initial drive.
Yeah, Luke Reynolds 3 for 3 for 57 yards and a touchdown.
Pretty solid. Hound kickoff team will make its way onto the field for another First Community Bank of Newport kickoff, where community comes first. 2525 Malcolm Avenue. Go by and see Billy Keaty and all the crew. Online banking done right at First
Number
Community
2,
Bank.
Coben Hubbard, and 34, Landon Kiter. Kicking off for the Greyhounds, number 20, Destin Jackson.
Jackson going to tee it up again for the Hounds here. Boots this one away. It's going to be fielded inside the 10-yard line here for Yellville. Young man still on his feet, breaking a couple of tackles. They're going to get good field position around the 32-yard line.
On the return for the Panthers.
Well, it's a good solid return there from Yellville. It's a great kickoff there by the Hounds. We were down there and had men in position. We just couldn't seem to bring him down. The young man from Yellville just made a couple moves, made a couple guys miss, but couldn't get past B.J. Elston there, who brought him down.
First and 10 at the 32.
On 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Inside handoff, not a whole lot there. Give him a couple on the play to the 34.
Cruz Gomez in on the tackle with a few other Hounds. Hounds brought the linebackers there, and it paid off.
Cruz Gomez make the tackle. 3-yard gain brings up 2nd down and 7.
Memory serves me correct, only the 2nd extra point kick that we've had of the year. Is that right?
Correct.
Need another stop here by the Hounds here early.
Snap trying to go outside, cut back in, and Jack Sampson's there to trip him up near the 40-yard line. That brings up a 3rd down and manageable here for the Panthers.
You just got to bowl your back here. You can't give anything outside. But
at the 41-yard line.
Outside of that play right there, Hayden, they seem to be wanting to run the ball inside the tackles. And if I'm the Greyhounds, I'm loving that.
Merchants and Planners Bank, your residential and commercial mortgage lending specialist. Give them a call at 523-3601, member FDIC.
Here's the snap. trying to get outside. Young man broke the first tackle. Looks like
Landon
Sampson's
Kyler
there to
on the
bring him
carry.
down near the
Tackle
42.
made by Jack Sampson.
Yeah, good stop there by Jack Sampson on that play.
First down, Panthers.
But they
at the
give him the
43
spot. I
yard
thought
line.
he was a little short, but hey.
Where he was tackled was around the 42, and they gave him 43, but regardless. These hashes don't match up with those hashes. On 1st and 10.
Under 5 to play here in the first quarter.
Hounds bringing all-out pressure here. Young man breaks outside. He's got a first down, a little bit more. Antonio Phillips is going to bring him down inside the 30-yard line. And a big first down here for Yellville.
Hey, that young man from Yellville can just flat out go, Hayden. Anytime you rush for 3,000 yards, like I said, the guy's he's a player. He's an athlete. He's their go-to guy when it's 3rd and short, 4th and short, or 1st and long. That's a guy they want to have the football. Four and a half minutes to play here. Clock still rolling in the first quarter.
Power eye. Just
Here's the snap, and they won't go back to it because Tyler Ridley blows his guy up.
Put him in the clubhouse.
He's already there, Ben. He's permanently etched in the paper when David prints it out every week because it
he's already there.
You just have to write what time he did it.
That's right.
4:07.
I'm going to give him credit there. Yeah,
Loss of a yard brings up second
I've
down.
already got his
and
name there,
11
Tyler
at the
Ridley.
30-yard line.
Just a dominant lineman there and player. Man, what a hit. What a hit.
Here's the snap. Tall sweep. And nothing there. It looks like no gain on the play. Now
Landon
brings
Kyler
up a
the ball
3rd
carrier.
down and about 11. And Murray on the tackle.
Cruz Gomez in on the tackle.
Cruz Gomez.
Ian Murphy also in on the
Yeah,
stop.
Murphy did a great job of setting the edge, made the running back cut back inside, and then Cruz finished him off.
Yeah, Murphy seems to be a little banged up on that play, but he absolutely 100% did his job on, like you said, David, setting that edge and keeping that outside contained and pushing him back to where we got some help at.
Just got to be able to see the scoreboard.
Here's the snap fake. Quarterback keeps it. And he's got a long way to go, and the young man's still on his feet inside the 10. Pushes
Touchdown!
and reaches out. A touchdown for Yellville. Catch the Hounds falling asleep on the backside with the quarterback keeper.
Left-hand try on the carry.
Yeah, just well executed play there. They just kind of been lulling us to sleep with that same, loading up on one side and hitting the underneath the tackle, and he just quarterback kept it for a long way that time, Hayden.
Play clock is under 5 as they break the huddle for the 2-point. They got to hurry or they'll have a delay of game, and that's what will be. As they on a 2-point conversion.
Timeout, Panthers. First timeout.
Well, I've got everything that's wet here, so I'll just do the very best we can, and let me make sure I keep that. Oh, you're a good man. John Miner, Crop and Insurance Real Estate, bring you the hustle player of the game, and we'll announce that at the conclusion of the broadcast before we go on to the field to do the Subway Coaches Report and Unity Health Report. And I want to remind everybody about Ellis Automotive. Ellis Automotive in Newport, Arkansas at 200 South State Street, Newport 201-1514. It's a repair shop for both foreign and domestic autos. Great technology to get you back and going again. They cover gaskets, window regulators, head replacement, more, and do a lot of brake work. Tire repair, tire sales, including mounting and balancing and most maintenance and repair to your automobile. Check us out Facebook at Ellis Automotive at 200 South State Street in Newport.
Yellville lines up and going to try to go for 2, Hayden. Can the Hounds get a stop here?
Here's the snap. And try to go with the toss play, and the young man makes a move. 2-point conversion good. Yellville goes up 8-7 here late in the first quarter.
.250.
7-play, 68-yard drive there for Yellville.
NEDC.
Back to receive for the Greyhounds, number 3,
Dairy Queen Family Nights up in Batesville. New deals exclusively available on the DQ app. Download it today and treat yourself. See you at St. Louis Street in Batesville, DQ Grill and Chill.
It's another First Community Bank of Newport kickoff where community comes first at 2525 Malcolm Avenue. Go by and see Billy Kitty and all the crew. Online banking done right at First Community Bank.
Onside kick attempt here.
I would expect to see a lot of trickery here tonight, Hayden, from those guys, you know. Just try to catch us slipping. And
timeout, Newport.
Hounds got to call a timeout. Only had 10 on the field.
Guys, shocked about being trailing here 8-7. I mean, Yellville came to play, put together a couple of good drives there. I mean, one solid drive, had a big long run, and punched it in and got the 2-point conversion.
Well, we'll see what we do here if they elect an onside kick again, since the Hounds kind of know it's coming or should be looking for it. I would assume they would probably go ahead and kick it deep now. I may be wrong. Been wrong before.
And an onside kick the other way. The Hounds try to jump on it. Ball on the ground. Looks like Yellville's got the football.
The onside kick is recovered.
And I was
by
wrong.
The Panthers.
Yellville recovered the football. It's going to be 1st and 10 for those guys near midfield.
Well, Hounds tried to get it after the ball had gone 6 yards as opposed to allowing it to go 10. If they had just let the football go, it would have not have traveled to 10 yards. So it's just like a turnover in the book.
1st and 10 Panthers at the 46.
And the third offensive possession for Yellville coming right up at the 2:46 mark of the first quarter. You see on your screen, Hounds trailing 8-7, 250.
One thing about it, you know, your defense doesn't get a rest right here. You know, they just come off the field. They're over there trying to get a breather, and now they're right back out there. So you want to try to eliminate those things if at all possible, but just got to bowl your back right here and come up with a big stop. Look for 34 to carry the football, Hayden.
On 1st and 10, here's the snap. Give is to 34. Young man running hard there. Looks like Hardaway in on the tackle.
Yeah, not much there for Yellville.
Along with B.J. Elston, as always.
Bryson Elston, Zantrell Hardaway in on the tackle.
No gain, 2nd and 10.
White River Area Agency on Aging and CNM Ag Depot. Lacrosse boots, Milwaukee and DeWalt Power Tools. Before you shop out of town, check out our inventory at CNM Ag Depot.
Snap, toss play, nothing there. Gets extended out, and a host of Hounds there. Bring him down near the original line of scrimmage. Now 3rd down and 10 here for Yellville.
Well, that's what you got to do. You just got to be looking and have, you know, kind of cheat out there from a defensive back position. But
makes the tackle for the Greyhounds.
One thing you could do, you could possibly run into in doing that, you know, you leave your man unattended as the defensive back, and that running back pulls up and throws one deep. But nevertheless, played great there by the Hound defense on that one.
I think the Hounds will bring pressure right here. And I think one of the vulnerabilities that the Hounds have had is possibly to jump off side when we're trying to bring pressure. Let's just see what happens right here. 3rd and 10.
Here's the snap. Toss play, nothing there. B.J. Elston's all over it for a loss back to the 45.
Antonio Ross just doing a great job taking on
Antonio
two guys
Phillips,
and just
Bryson
refusing to
Elston,
get
and
beat
Jack
out there on the
Simpson all in on the
edge.
tackle.
That's what you got to do from a defensive end
Loss of a
standpoint.
yard
You got to
brings up
set
fourth
that
down
edge,
and
Hayden,
11 at
and
the
make
45.
that running back cut back to where you got some help at. You can't give him the outside. Great job of execution there, Antonio.
Here comes that rain again. I'll go get it.
Now on fourth down. Looks like they'll punt it away. Does, and a high punt. And the Hounds aren't going to touch it. It's going to be fielded near the 25-yard line.
That will be down around the 25-yard line. First down, Greyhounds. That's the end of the first quarter. Panthers 8, Greyhounds 7.
You need a job, a future. So what should you do? Where should you go? At ASU Newport, the answer is just down the road. With 3 campuses tailored to different skill sets, ready to set you soaring with in-demand skills and unlimited earning potential. Our Newport campus features programs in diesel technology, agriculture technology, surgical technology, and more. Start your future now at ASU Newport, your community college.
Second quarter coming right up, and Hounds trailing here 8-7 early, and we said earlier trying to get situated here with the elements. Hounds will have first and 10 on 25. Do the Hounds go back through the air?
Oh, Hayden, can't say it. We had a lot of success in the air.
Here's the snap. Give is to Malik. Malik's going to be brought down near
Malik
the 30-yard line.
But I like what I see there with Malik Robinson. Just a straightforward run. Good positive yardage. Start the drive. Second down and about 7.
It's going to be real hard for us to keep up with the down, the distance, and the clock tonight. I mean, we'll just do the best we can. And Anthony May is the technical director in Fighting Rain Showers. It's looking up under tarps to see the buttons that you need to press.
Here's the snap. Reynolds looks to throw. He's got Wren wide open. Wren makes a few guys miss and couldn't shake away from the last guy coming to get him, and it'll be third down and short from where they mark it. We'll see, and it has enough to move the chains.
First down, Greyhounds at the 35-yard line.
That's a Greenway Equipment Company first down.
Yeah, good positive play there. Picked up the first down on it. Didn't know if Money got there from our point of view, but obviously he did.
Well, they had 6 down linemen there, and boy, they're stacking the box. There's 9 guys in the box there. The give is to Phillips. As Phillips now has a foot race, and you ain't going to catch him. 30, 20, 10, 5, touchdown. First carry for Antonio Phillips, and he goes the distance for the Hounds.
I believe he may have went untouched there, David Black.
65 yards, and that's another Bratcher Real Estate touchdown. He covered some real estate then, and for all your real estate needs, remember Bratcher Real Estate, the team leader for the Newport Greyhounds and in Jackson County.
Phillips just shot out of there like a bullet from a gun, didn't he, Hayden?
Correction, Antonio Phillips on the carry.
Kind of looked like old Phillips that wore the number 15, DB.
Well, Bubba could run that thing a little bit. I can't find my pencil. I can't find my pen. I can't find my...
Snap, hold, kick is up and good.
Extra point
and the Hounds lead here 14-8 with 10:38 to go in the second.
Maybe I can get that 65-yard run mark. Hounds retaking the lead, as Hayden said. And Antonio he got the football, he found a crease, and then he just outran the next guy. He just simply outran the guy. So that's just great athleticism on his part. Guys, big game here. A beautiful, we talked about how pretty it is up here. Just be on the road this next week. We're adjusting the camera as we speak, so we'll apologize for that. That's Josh just having to take a poncho off the camera. And it looks like the rain's trying to cease once again. Just been a tough night to broadcast in the rain, and when we're in the elements, we're not in the press box. We're on top of the press box. And
Coben Hubbard and 34, Landon Kiter.
we're just doing the best we can.
Another First Community Bank of Newport kickoff where community comes first. 25-25 Malcolm Avenue in Newport. Go see Billy Keating and all the crew. Online banking done right at First Community Bank.
Jackson kicks this one deep. Inside the 10 again here for Yellville to set up a return. Young man getting outside, now cutting it up. And do have a flag as he's brought down near the 35-yard line.
Hubbard on the return. There is a penalty marker on the play.
Looks like it's going to be
Holding against the Panthers.
On Yellville.
What nullifies just a great return. You look at the field position that they were going to have. They're going to go back to the 25-yard line and mark off 10 from there and start them at the 15. See where the official, guy in the white hat, officially marked the penalty. I think at the 25. He did, and it is the 15.
First and 10, Panthers.
IMAD offering another community service called IMAD Graphics. You need T-shirts, you need hats, you need cups, whatever you need. IMAD, 412 Calhoun Street in Newport. Greyhounds for life. Phillip Brown. Let those guys set you apart at 503-4275.
Snap trying to get outside and played exceptional there.
On the carry.
Yeah, just great D-back play right there. Great scraping by the linebackers coming downhill. Defensive line doing a great job just holding their own on that. Ridley a little slow to get up.
Dylan Ross in on the tackle.
You talked about the cornerback Reed. I mean, he saw it coming all the way. Had a split in out there. His job was to try to not crack back on that guy, but try to block him, and he just couldn't get it done. Is that money?
Couldn't tell. Yes, it looks like it's money.
Speed.
Arson Austin checks in the game here. Give Ridley a blow. Here's the snap, dive, and Hounds almost made the play in the backfield, and they're going to give him one. Now a third down.
Landon Kiter on the
about
carry.
8.
Go back to the hold on the original kickoff, and that field position just plays a crucial part in starting a drive. It's a drive killer anytime you get a penalty like that to start a drive. But, hey, it worked in the Hounds' favor, so we need a big stop here on 3rd and long.
Here's the snap and toss play, and Ross does his job, and Collins comes in. Ross even comes back and makes the tackle near the 22-yard line.
Antonio Ross, Cruz Gomez.
Yeah, doing your job simply meaning make sure that the running back comes inside of you. He did, and then he came back and made the tackle.
Great effort there by Ross.
Down and
make
3.
the stop for the Hounds.
Norman Baker Pharmacy at 2200 Malcolm Avenue. Mary Davis and crew always filling your prescription needs.
Yellville looks to go for it here on 4th and 3 from their own 22.
Have a first quarter update for you. Perryville 6.
Timeout, Panthers.
And how much do you think Salem has?
Timeout.
Not any. Perryville 6, Salem 0. We have a timeout on the field. That gives us a time in for M&P Insurance Services. A lot going on at M&P Insurance Services. We happen to have Hayden Schultz in the booth. We'll talk a little bit of M&P Insurance Services tonight. So what's going on down there, my friend?
Busy. Obviously, open enrollment right now. Danny Worthington, Andy May handling shop there. A lot of people come in and ask me about Medicare, Medicaid, and things like that. And I say, I'm not the man to talk to. You need to go right across the hall and talk to Andy May or Danny Worthington. Those guys are very knowledgeable about that stuff. I believe it ends December 7th, so you need to get over there as soon as possible. Call those guys. Obviously, the home phone number there is 870-523-6771. And get an appointment from those guys. They can help you with any question that you might have.
And I'm sure there are a lot of questions. There's a lot of technical stuff that goes into Medicare and Medicaid.
Good snap. Going to punt this one away, and a lot better punt this time here for Yellville. So Wren's going to pick it up near the 35. Trying to get a return, and Wren's still on his feet. He's slippery as Wren somehow escapes everybody. He's got nobody in front of him. Money Wren's going to go the distance when you thought he was going to be tackled when he caught the football.
64 yards.
What a return there by Money Wren. He makes a guy miss. He sheds the tackler. He just so elusive, such a fast scat back type runner. And you know, a ball that looked like maybe not a returnable football, just the way it bounced and the way he caught it. He caught it with his back to the defense, picks it up, just kind of takes his time and gets a good view of the field. Then he takes that thing. How many yards, David Black? 63?
64.
64 yards to the house for another Bratcher real estate touchdown.
It looked like he had baby oil on him the way they were trying to grab him.
Yeah. Well, they had a lot of guys that had a chance to grab him, but more just grabbing him and then wrapping up and holding him and tackling him is a whole different story.
Well, you don't get but about a split second to have that option. I mean, then he's gone.
You've heard the terminology quick as lightning. Boy, that's certainly the case there. A lightning bolt.
Braxton to snap, Reynolds to hold, Jackson to kick. Snap, hold, kick, and is no good. Hounds lead here 20-8 with 8:01 to go in the second.
Next point is no
Well, it
good.
reminds everybody that I want to remind everybody
Greyhounds 20, Panthers 8.
about Unity Health in Newport, your local community health care provider and inpatient, outpatient care. Unity Health says go Newport Greyhounds, supporting you all the way. Delta Trailer Manufacturing, located in Newport Air Base. You know, Dale and Mary Eves, Amy and Todd Norris, building trailers that they send all over the country and all over a couple of countries. And Delta Trailer Manufacturing at 523-8941. Looking for
Flashlight.
Flashlight's in my pocket, I think. Let me see if I can find it for you. And there's your flashlight, and I'll use it my flashlight. But Delta Trailer Manufacturing, and again, we're working under some extreme circumstances, but not nearly as extreme as we talked about on the Stuttgart game last year when it just literally came a monsoon, and we couldn't even work.
The gully washer.
A gully washer for sure.
First Community Bank of Newport kickoff brought to you by First Community Bank, where community comes first. 2525 Malcolm Avenue in Newport.
A pooch kick this time, and Yellville's going to have great field position near the 42-yard line. And 1st and 10 for the Panthers.
Carl Coxma on the return for the Panthers. Tackle made by Antonio Phillips.
And again, Hound defense didn't get much of a breather on that last drive because Money Wren took it all the way to the house on the punt. So we'll see how that plays a role as we continue on throughout the ball
1st and 10
game.
at the 42-yard line.
Yellville brings everybody in tight.
Here's the snap going inside, and B.J. Elston's there to bring him down. Like Antonio Phillips in on the tackle as well. No gains, 2nd and 10.
Bryson Elston in on the tackle.
I'll take that every time.
Defensive game plan obviously is to take away the run from tight end to tight end or inside the tackles just to make those guys try to go outside, and Newport thinks that defensively they can take advantage of their speed.
Will Johnson checks into the game here. Snap fake. Quarterback tries to run the option and almost ran into the guys who did it.
Landon Kiter on the carry.
Great pursuit there by the Hound defense to come up with a big loss on the play.
We got Carson Austin in on the tackle and Antonio Phillips.
Tackle.
Now a 3rd down and long here for
Back to
Yellville.
the 40-yard line. Will be 3rd down and 12.
City of Newport, Derek Ratliff, Mayor. It's got a nice ring to it. I encourage you to take advantage of all the things that are happening in downtown Newport and all the educational opportunities and local festivals. And proud to be from Newport, Arkansas, and proud for Derek Ratliff to be our mayor.
On third down, toss, and there's the halfback pass you were talking about, Ben. It's going to come up incomplete and had a man wide open.
Yeah, I knew it was coming. You just got to be careful anytime you just sell out on the run. Which I don't know what you really do on that, Hayden. Just be thankful that the conditions are a little bit wet and the pass was a little off. They could not connect, but what do you do defensively when you got a guy you think it's a sweep out here and your cornerback's coming? I mean, do you try to float a safety across the top to help, or do you?
Well, if you're lined up in a safety, if you have a safety,
that's what I mean.
Over the top.
I think your safety is going to be the field guy, and your corner has to obviously go with that guy every single play. Good snap, kick, a high knuckler. It looked like it was going to go out of bounds. It stays in, and they're going to mark it near the 27-yard line, 1st and 10 for
Probably
Newport.
down at the 27-yard line.
Dr. Gavin McDowell at Customized Vision Care. Beautiful building, and they're located at 1920 Malcolm Avenue in Newport. Friendly, caring staff offering a personal, dynamic optometric practice and the cutting edge of treatment and technology. And a guaranteed contact lens success program. You want to try contacts, you try contacts with these guys. If they can't fit you with contacts that you like, that you can't see out of, you don't owe them a penny. All at Dr. Gavin McDowell, Customized Vision Care in Newport.
It's again a 9-man box running man-to-man on the 2 receivers. Here's the snap. Reynolds just going to throw a deep ball here. And Wren's going to run past it. See, had his guy ball floats
Reynolds
there a little too long.
Intended for Amani Wren.
Comes up incomplete. Like a post right there, Dave. Nobody over the middle.
Well, I like taking a shot there on 1st down, especially like you said, they're in man coverage. And
you had your way offensively as far as doing kind of what you want to. So taking a shot there on 1st down, not necessarily a bad idea.
Get your Sonic app. Download the app. Get your discounts. Sonic of Newport.
The snap give is to Malik. And Malik breaks free and has a Greenway Equipment Company 1st down and a little bit more as Malik pushed out of bounds. We'll see where this mark is, and they're going to go all the way back to the 48-yard line in Yellville territory.
1st down, Greyhounds.
Greyhound boosters include Dr. Kelly McKinney, Mark Manning Shelter Insurance, Howard Glass, Rick Bass, Lou Allen Family and Company, Doyle Family Farms, Fletcher Land Surveying, Churchman Building Center, Newport Food Mart, best fried chicken in the world, Lonnie Hahn, the pest detective. If you're not using Lonnie and you're getting your bugs killed, you're paying too much.
Snap, Reynolds looks to throw, the double move to Collins. He's going to throw it up to him, and Collins tries to go back and get it, but we do have pass interference called against the Panthers.
thought it was a pretty good call there. The receiver has a right to make a play on the football.
Pass is incomplete. There's a penalty marker on the play.
Not given that right. Just a little extra contact there, so I like the call.
They'll bring it back to the line of scrimmage and mark off 15 from there. I love how they just added that up or subtracted that, really, when you're going downhill. They just subtracted that and said that's a 15-yard penalty, and they didn't have to mark it off. 5, 10, 15. I like that crew.
Here comes another flag here.
Sideline warning.
Additional penalty flag on the play.
Oh, maybe more.
Looks like a personal foul.
Coach from Yellville maybe not happy about the
pass interference against the Panthers.
No.
Unsportsmanlike conduct against the Panther sideline. 1st and 10.
I would say that I don't disagree with the coach.
Hounds get 30 there on 2 penalties. Back to back. Reynolds calls his own number. Trying to stay up. He's going to be brought down near the 15. Gain of 4.
Luke
2nd
Reynolds
and 6.
on the carry.
Like the play call, just keeping those guys honest there. You got to honor Reynolds. Kind of give Malik an extra second or two when we do choose to go back to him. Or whoever we choose to go back to there.
White River Health, including White River Health Family Care and White River Health Specialty Care right here in Newport. One of our Greyhound sponsors. Judge Henry Boyce, class of 1982, always supporting the Newport Greyhounds. Thank you, Judge.
Phillips checks in at tailback.
Snap, Phillips gets it. Trying to get outside, and Phillips refusing to go down, and here comes a flag.
Daniel Phillips on the carry.
Doesn't look like in the area of where we had a holding, maybe a face mask.
On the play as well.
Yeah, that's what I would guess just from being up here at this point of
Caleb
view.
Hartle in on the stop for the Panthers.
We'll see what they saw on the field. And
face mask against Yellville.
Face mask against the Panthers. Half of this is
Wilson Sign and Rental Company. Stephen Laura Wilson at 2700 Airbase Road have signs and rental services available. If you need customized sign or residential rental services, call 501-412-1639. First and goal for the Hounds at the 6.
Robinson checking back into the game at tailback.
Snap, fake, Reynolds shoves his way forward. Looks like he'll be brought down near the 3. Now second and goal from there.
In on the stop for the Panthers.
Ross's helmet comes off. He'll have to check out. Cruz Gomez checks in.
3-yard gain. It'll be second and goal at the 3.
It's a good positive there by Reynolds. You got 3 yards to get the pay dirt, Hayden, and 2 downs to do it. So if you can get a yard and a half and 2 carries, you got yourself 6.
Well, here comes 3 right here to Big Malik for a touchdown.
Well, let's see it, baby. I love it.
Snap, Reynolds once again calls his own number, and he gets in the end zone.
Greyhounds, number 6,
and that's 6 for the Hounds, getting 6 for the Hounds, and the Hounds go up 20-68.
And it's another Bratcher Real Estate touchdown for the Hounds. And, you know, we got a lot of free real estate there from Bratcher Real Estate because of the penalty flags. But we'll take the real estate however we can get it.
Absolutely.
Mary and Carol Ann and, of course, Lauren Sampson. 3 of the best in the business.
Free real estate's unheard of, Dave.
That is correct.
Not on Friday night.
Hounds look to go for 2 here. High snap, Reynolds handles it, looks to Sampson, and it's going to come up incomplete. 2-point conversion, no good.
Pass is incomplete.
Just couldn't connect there with Sampson. Just a little overthrown and high snap to start the play, so it kind of threw the timing off there. But nonetheless, Hounds lead 26-8 with 4:02 to go here in the second quarter. Been all Greyhounds here lately.
Well, the Hound offense just kind of does what they want here early in the first half. And, you know, other than the big play that they gave up for the quarterback keeper, the Hound defense has played well.
Yeah, they've held them at bay for sure.
Tim Pro, the Laster Brothers, Sam Jr., John, they're ready to help you with all your heating and air conditioning services. Give Sam a call at 501-827-3213. Sam's Diner, open 5 days a week at downtown Newport. Get a little lunch from all the crew at Sam's Diner. And First Horizon Bank at 200 Olivia Drive in Newport. Committed to making your banking experience the best it can be. Our number is 523-3611, supporting the Newport Greyhounds.
Kicks this one deep, fielded around the 15-yard line here for Yellville. Young man tries to get outside and can't.
Landon Kiter on a return.
Try to see who come up with that tackle
Braden
there.
Smith. In on
Number 14, Braden Smith on the tackle for the Hounds.
First down, Panthers.
1st and 10 for Yellville.
And kind of some of the same field position they started with on the last drive as the Hounds forced a punt.
What's a Steve Davis curtain, Ben Black?
Steve Davis cattle curtain is a new, innovative way to apply your insecticide to your cattle.
Awesome.
It's a device that goes in high traffic areas for your cows, and you don't have to get them in the round pen and spray them down and worry about that. They just take care of it themselves. They walk under this deal, and it applies insecticide automatically.
Snap inside. Xylan Ross is all over it.
Google Steve Davis cattle curtains and check that thing out, because that's a pretty neat invention. And I've got 2 on my farm, and man, it just makes a world of difference on controlling flies and other insects.
Loss of a yard. It's going to be 2nd down and 11.
Ben Black, Hayden Schultz, Josh Nation, Anthony May, missing KP, but I guess the Human Highlight Reel is sending us some messages from the house, watching it on the live stream. We appreciate you, my friend. Or could he be in the house across the way? I think he's probably home.
On 2nd and 11. Trying to catch the Hounds with a quick dive, and nothing there. Cruz Gomez in on the tackle. Looks like another loss. Now a 3rd down and 12.
The Hound defense just handling business right here, Hayden, as usual.
Yeah, wealth of time left if the Hounds hold here on 3rd down. I don't know that you need to call a timeout, but I think that they would possibly. You have 2 left. Depending on the down and distance coming up.
And Yellville has to call their 3rd and final timeout here.
Timeout, Panthers. Their 3rd and final timeout.
Talk about the John Miner Company and Anna Miner Roddy and John Miner III. Before that, it was John Miner Jr., then John Miner Sr., Mr. John Miner, A.F. Miner Jr., A.F. Miner Sr., Colonel Lancelot Miner. That's 5 generations right there in Newport, Arkansas of the Miner family. And they bring you the John Miner Sr. Hustle Play of the Night. Haven't picked one out yet, but we will before the conclusion of the contest. Tyler Ridley's in the clubhouse with the Fathead Pizza Hit of the Week because he's always in the clubhouse, and deservedly so because he had a pop earlier in the game. Awfully quiet here at the stadium. The rain has quit, so we can kind of have some halfway semblance of a broadcast table. But we've worked under a cover before, under a tarp.
Well, that was pretty miserable at Stuttgart.
I'm trying to get outside. Ross does his job to a T. Fights off a block and makes the tackle near the 27-yard line. Now 4th down here.
Just a great show of athletic ability there in Ross to shed his blocker and to beat that running back to the corner there, Hayden, and give up maybe 1 yard on the play. Just great play there by Antonio Ross.
Dave, were you talking about 2013 Arkadelphia, where it was freezing cold and raining?
Well, that may be true. When it was about the worst broadcast atmosphere that I'd ever been in.
Conditions.
It was the worst football game I ever played in because it was freezing. So Yellville's going to punt this one away, and it looks like it's blocked. And Destin Jackson's going to pick it up, and he's going to go the distance, and the Hounds are going to get 6.
He saw 6 right there, and he wasn't turning back, was he?
There's your hustle play right there, David Black.
Absolutely.
Punt will be returned.
Scoop and score.
Destin Jackson for a touchdown.
The freshman getting his name in the book.
That's awesome right there. He knew what he was doing with that ball when he saw it on the ground. He said, I'm getting 6 right here. This is my opportunity, and he did it. Exciting feeling for a guy that, just hadn't carried the ball at all, and just kind of like a lineman, when he gets a chance to score, how often in a guy's career, if you're not a running back or wide receiver or, even a tight end, do you get to have a chance to score a touchdown in a football game?
A lineman's dream, as David Black once said.
I did that, my friend. Bryson Schultz took it to the house.
Gosnell took a handoff.
Hey, he did. Yes, sir.
Just from the other quarterback.
Yeah, and he was on defense.
Here's the snap, 2-point conversion. Going to throw it out wide to Collins. Collins comes down with it, 2-point conversion good. What a dot there by Luke Reynolds.
Just perfectly thrown. Nobody could get to the ball except for Collins, and that is Luke maturing. We see it each and every week, just getting better and better and more comfortable back there in that quarterback position. But, yeah, you could not have thrown a better ball right there for Collins to catch, and that makes the score now 34-8 with 1.5 minutes to go in the first half of football. We talk about rainy conditions. David, do you remember In my junior year at Pine Bluff Dollarway.
Oh, yeah, we had the.
Were y'all in the press box, or where were y'all set up?
We were in the press box. We had the storm before the game. Correct?
Yes, it was like a 2-hour rain delay,
Yes.
and it was a thunder boomer.
Yeah, that was a. It didn't rain much during the game, but it rained a lot before the game. And I mean, yeah, like a 2.5-hour delay.
Tobin Hubbard and Landon Cotter back to receive for the Panthers. Destin Jackson kicking off for the Greyhounds.
Destin Jackson kicks this one deep, fielded around the 15, bobbled, and picked back up. Young man trying to make something out of nothing here, and it looks like a face mask is going to be called here on the Hounds.
Landon Cotter on the return.
Hounds have had a lot of First Community Bank kickoffs and covered a lot of real estate a while ago on the
tackle.
Errant punt and scoop and score.
Yeah, it's a good hustle play there by the Hounds. Just unfortunately got a hold of the guy's face mask, and that's going to cost us 15 there.
Face mask against the Greyhounds.
Again, we talk about the friendly folks at Yellville, how they have treated us, and it's been nothing but super from the very beginning of me calling up here
at the 38-yard line, 1st and 10.
last week. And I do know this, everybody has been special nice to us. We thank them. I just hope we don't have to come back in 2 years. I hope we're not in their conference anymore. It's a long way for them to come and play junior high ball.
There's a snap. Quarterback looks to throw under pressure. Picked off. Ian Murphy goes and picks it off here at the 41-yard line.
Intercepted by number 17.
What a read there by Murphy. He just looked like a wide receiver out there. Just made a break for the ball and comes down with it for an interception, as he is high-fived and celebrated over on the Greyhound side of the football field. What a play there.
Yeah, they're just the Panthers very anxious, maybe wanting to get in the end zone there before the half and wanting to throw the football, something they normally won't do.
1st and 10 Greyhounds.
Now gives the Hounds great field position with a minute 19 and a couple of timeouts to go score another one and kind of put the nail in the coffin.
Well, like you said, you know, they're not a typical throw the football type team. They want to, you know, ground and pound and take their time. But when you're behind like this, you got to put the football in the air, and that's a big advantage for the Hounds.
Here's the snap. Reynolds looks to throw and try to air this one out, and it's picked off here by Yellville. Yellville setting up a return, and a good return it's going to be. This young man's going to be finally brought down around midfield.
Reynolds pass intercepted by Tobin Hubbard.
And now Yellville, they're going to try to go get points here.
To the 49-yard
Well,
line.
back-to-back interceptions, one from Newport, then another one by Yellville.
Panthers at the 49.
Trey Grass sends us a message, said it's still Perryville 6-0 over Salem with about 6.5 minutes to go in the half.
Yeah, I thought that would be an exciting game. Perryville undefeated in conference, Salem undefeated in conference, you know. Still think the best the Hounds can do is a 2 seed, even if they get beat. We got beat by more than the points allows, I guess, the maximum, 13. Here's the snap, and goes back to 34 inside, and he's going to be rolled up there by Big Boosie Hardaway. Bring up 2nd down and about 7.
The way the tiebreaker rule works, it's head-to-head competition, and if it's called a perfect triangle where all three beat the other one, in a perfect triangle, you get 13 points for every conference win that you get, and then they add up the conference points that you get based on a high of 13, and then they seed you 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and then after they do that, they say, okay, who's the winner? Who won the game between the highest 13s to the 2nd highest 13s?
Quarterback rolls out, looks to throw, and it's going to come up incomplete and stop the clock with 22 seconds. Now 3rd down.
For the Panthers at the 47-yard line.
Yeah, I think mathematically there's no way that the Hounds can get a 1. They will be a 2 or a 3. But another year in the playoffs for sure, DB.
Absolutely. And you go back to that tiebreaker rule, which it's the only thing you can do. You can have 60 and somebody else have 59, and you say, well, the 60 is the number 1 seed. Well, if the 60 beat the 59 total points, I mean, if the 59 beat the 60, then the 59 is the number 1 point, and then they go head-to-head with the next two guys.
Yeah, points are doesn't matter if you.
No, points just put you in alignment to see how you're seated.
It's a snap, and young man trying to get outside. Money Wren's there to push him out of bounds, and it will stop the clock. Now 4th down. Yellville try to take a shot in the end zone. Hounds do have a couple of timeouts.
Our kids playing very, very hard. They haven't been intimidated at all. They come to the line of scrimmage. They fire off the football. They're working hard at it, as are the Greyhounds.
4 at the 43.
Now on 4th down and 4 from the 43. Looks like something's burning, guys.
Yeah, it certainly is.
Here's the snap. Quarterback looks to throw under pressure. Going to be sacked by big Cruz Gomez, and the clock stops with 8 seconds here.
By Cruz Gomez.
Looks like there's a house on fire behind us, guys. That may be just a backyard bonfire, but it smells like plastic.
Well, the house right behind us is either on fire or it's.
No, I see somebody standing back there. They must have a fire out in the backyard.
Certainly looks like it's right in the living room.
It does.
8 seconds from the 48. Bet Yellville doesn't have 8 men in the box this time.
Oh, I bet you they have 8 inside the 30. That's a nice little fire going on behind us there. Smell it?
Great time to be burning copper.
Hounds come to the line here. Looks like the Hounds might try something. It's a snap. Reynolds looks to throw. Got all day to throw, and he's going to throw it up here to Wren. Wren tries to go up and get it, and that's going to end the half. Hounds lead here, 34-8. We'll have the halftime recap coming right up.
Greyhounds 34, Panthers.
Merchants and Planters Bank was founded in 1946 by farmers and business owners because they needed a community bank that knew them and understood their business. A lot has changed since then, but Merchants and Planters Bank is still employee-owned and operated, and we're still committed to knowing and understanding the needs of every customer we serve. Great rates, fast turnarounds, and experienced local bankers ready to work for you. That's why you should choose Merchants and Planters Bank. Stop in any of our 12 locations or contact us at mnpbank.com.
Hounds get on the board first with a Luke Reynolds to Amani Wren pass in the first quarter, and the extra point kick was good. Hounds led it 7-0. Then Yellville comes right back with 2:50 to go in the first, and they score a touchdown and go for the 2-point conversion and take the lead 8-7. Then it was all Hounds after that. Tonio Phillips with a run. Amani Wren with an electrifying run. Luke Reynolds with a 3-yard run. And then Destin Jackson with his big scoop and score for a touchdown. Hounds lead 34-8 at the half. We'll be back. Second half action is next.
Has this ever happened to you? Or this? Will this make your memoirs? At Shelter Insurance, we can't iron out all the glitches in modern life. But we can manage your auto, home, and life insurance just fine. Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Get the insurance coverage you need at the right price. Call Mark Manning today.
White River Health has a number of locations to meet both your primary care and specialty care needs, including White River Health Family Care and White River Health Specialty Care in Newport. For more information on services available, visit whiteriverhealth.org. White River Health is a proud supporter of Newport Greyhound Athletics. look at Yellville-Summit. Where's the Summit part of Yellville-Summit?
It's
North school.
Oh, it's up that way, huh?
Because Yellville is the town. Summit is the high school.
Oh, well, here we go. First community bank kickoff.
An onside kick, and that time Antonio Ross says it ain't getting by me.
Onside kick.
He sold that one up there, didn't he, Hayden?
Yeah, it looked like a shortstop going up the middle.
1st and 10, Greyhounds, the 47-yard line.
They back it to the 48.
White River Health has a number of locations to meet both your primary and specialty care needs, including White River Health and Family Care and White River Health Specialty Care in Newport. For more information or service available, visit whiteriverhealth.org.
Here's the snap. Give is to Malik. So Malik churns up and gets
Malik
5.
Robinson on the carry.
Good running there by Malik Robinson. And guys, just for the sake of knowing, Summit is the highest point of a hill or a mountain.
That's correct.
So I didn't know that. So Yellville is on the highest point. Yellville Summit High School is on the highest point of the mountain up here where it's windy.
Gain of 5. It's going to be 2nd down and 5 at the 43.
So there's actually no Summit. That means just the Summit part. Okay, I got it. I got it.
Up north, Summit. 2nd and 5. Snap back to Malik. Quick little trap play as Malik's going to have a Greenway Equipment Company first down. How about that offensive line, Big Dave?
Well, firing off the football, and that's what they got to do. And they bring a little trap block around. You let one guy come through. You put a little trap block on him. You get misdirection one way, and you get the linebackers going to our left, and we're running back to our right. Just a good play. Good play call.
Line for the Greyhounds.
1st and 10 from the 36 now. Here's the snap. Reynolds calls his own number, and he's met inside the 25. They'll mark him near the 24.
Reynolds on the
gain of a couple.
Tackle made by Braden McCullough.
34.
Gain of 2. It's going to be 2nd down and 8 at the 34.
Hounds looking to extend the lead here early in the 3rd quarter. Jack Sampson back in the ball game. It is a nub back in motion left. Now set.
Snap. Reynolds looking to throw under pressure. Going to throw this one up, and a money Wren comes up with it, gets slung into the end zone. Touchdown Greyhounds.
What a catch. Throw and catch there by Reynolds to Wren. Wren just goes up and makes a play on the ball and comes down with it. Just unbelievable play there by Money.
Guys, we'll be saying Reynolds to Wren for 6 for years to come. Both those guys sophomores, and connected there, and now the Hounds look like they'll go for 2.
And how important is it for 2 sophomores to get that connection, their first year out? Just a great job there by those 2, and like you said, we'll be saying it for many years to come. Hounds covered some real estate there. Brought us the Bratcher real estate touchdown.
Looked like about 48 yards. Is direct snap to Malik. Malik puts his head down. 2-point conversion is good.
2-point conversion is good from Luke Reynolds.
And the Hounds go up 42-8 here with 10:17 to go in the 3rd.
Yeah, just, Ben, and you guys talk about it, both being sophomores, both have thrown the ball to each other for a long time. It's not like they just started throwing the ball because they play Pee Wee football together. And so they've had a lot of camaraderie together and been able to be on the football field for many, many years. And they're just coming into their own as senior high football players, and they're both very talented. And Luke has really come on as the quarterback for this football team, taking advantage of the situation that's at hand, and he's done just remarkably well. Great leader, just a guy that's going to do what's right, and a guy that you can depend on at all times.
Kicking off for the Greyhounds.
Yeah, Luke Reynolds 6 for 8 for 100 yards and a couple TDs.
And a correction on the Yellville-Summit. Summit was another school, is what one of our viewers told us.
It's like a town. I told y'all guys it was north of it.
No, I think it's southeast of it. Down the mountain.
Jackson's going to kick this one deep, and that's a touchback, and I know for certain we hadn't had any of those this year.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's one of the most important weapons in high school football that a team can have. If you can kick the football into the end zone and make that guy start at the 20, your success rate defensively grows enormously. I was going to use a
First
word
and
like
10 at the 25 yard line.
exponentially, but I didn't know what the word was.
Exponentially.
First and 10 from the 25.
It also means a whole lot.
Whole lot, too?
Yep.
It's fun when you're winning, guys. It's fun when you're winning.
Here's the snap. Tries to go with a misdirection, and big Zylan Ross is all over it for a loss.
Zylan Ross is just one of those guys. He's just steady. He works in there in the middle. We don't call his name a lot, but let me tell you, he's constantly taking on double team blocks. He's a fighter. He's a winner. He's a good football player.
At the 22-yard line.
Second and 13 coming up.
Here's the snap, and 34 is going to tote it again, trying to get outside. Played well there by Money Wren. No gain on the play. And third down and 13.
Yeah, just a great job there. The outside contained. Money just comes downhill and makes a great stop there.
Got in a yard on the play. It's going to be third down and 12 at the 23.
Third and long for the Yellville-Summit Panthers.
So I have a question.
Go right ahead.
I guess when you kick it in the end zone in high school, you start at the 25? Oh, sorry. I guess I messed up. Thought it was the 20.
Trying to get outside. B.J. Elston does a great job extending it out to the sideline.
Kyder on the carry.
And it looks like maybe even a loss.
Penalty marker on the play.
Just back near the 20-yard line.
Great pursuit by the Hounds, just not quitting there, but we do have a flag on the play, so we'll see what the official saw on that play. It's going to be against the Hounds, it looks like.
Face mask against the Greyhounds.
A face mask against the Hounds. So Yellville will get a 5-yard penalty.
And gets to replay the down here, so it'll be third and 9 now.
At the 26-yard line. Fourth down and 9 at the 26.
This will be third and 9. They call fourth and 9, and it's fourth and 9 on the scoreboard, but it's going to be third down.
Cutting back inside, makes a couple guys miss. Got a little room here and breaks another tackle as Cruz Gomez is going to push him out of bounds.
Kyder on the carry.
Near the 41-yard line.
Coach down here on the sidelines for Yellville took a shot there.
George Kell Motor Company, your authorized Chevrolet GMC dealer, 523-2792. And what a great honor that Dean Sides has been nominated for one of the best dealerships in the United States of America. Time Magazine, is that right? Time Magazine. Dean Sides, Newport, Arkansas, Essex, Missouri kid. Grew up in Essex, Missouri. Been a friend of mine for a long, long time, and came to Newport, Arkansas to farm for Mr. Ralph McDonald many, many years ago in the late 70s, early 80s. Came to the Chevrolet company and worked to learn the business. When I was there, Dean and I worked together for about 10 years. And I've often said this, and I've told people that ever worked for him or was going to go to work for him or who has ever worked for him, he's the finest gentleman that I've ever been around in the workforce for just being a great guy. If there was ever a question on a commissions, two salespeople, questioning a commission, he'd pay 2 commissions. If there was a question about who actually finished up the job in the service department, he'd pay both technicians. The fairest human being I've ever been around in my life, Dean Sides. What's going on here now? Let's slow down the game and have some conversation. Still checking on the coach.
Yeah, he got hit pretty hard. He was slow to get up.
First and 10 coming right up from the 41.
Here's the snap, give back to 34. Cuts back inside.
Landon
Jack
Carter, the ball
Sampson in on the
carrier.
tackle, gain of about 7.
Yellville having some success here running the
Tackle made
football.
by number 16.
Jackson Funeral Home at the 1900 block of Malcolm Avenue. Our family serving your family, providing care and comfort in your family's time of need.
7-yard gain.
The
Second
Jackson's
down
way.
and 3 at the 48.
Here's snap, back to 34. He's hit initially. Cuts across field. What a shifty back, and going to be brought down inside Greyhound
Landon
territory
Carter
near
on
the
the carry.
49-yard line.
Good hustle by Cruz
Carson
Gomez.
Austin and Cruz Gomez.
Carson
make the
Austin
tackle.
also chasing the ball carrier.
First down, Panthers at the 49-yard line.
First Yellville first down since their second drive. Destin Jackson checks into the game. It's a snap.
Eli Goetz on the
Forward
carry.
down to around the 42-yard line. Yellville having some success here.
Community-minded leaders in Jackson County. You can always count on Arkansas Steel
Kendall
Associates
Phillips and Cruz Gomez
supporting
on the
all of
tackle.
our community programs. Thank you to
7-yard
Arkansas
gain.
Steel
It's gonna be
Associates.
Second down and 3 at the 42.
Here's the snap, go back to 34. He's trying to cross the field. Lowers his shoulder and it's going to be brought down near the 35, and that'll be another Panther first down.
We're playing it well.
Tackle made
Side
by
they're trying to
Bryson
run the
Elston.
football. It's just this backside. He's finding a little slipping room, and he's just
First
a
down,
shifty back.
Panthers
Hayden.
at the 36.
Looks like a official timeout.
Newport took a timeout.
Okay.
Whitehead has not signaled it yet. Still some discussion. The Whitehead's saying, come on, let's go play. No, now.
Timeout Newport.
Yeah, finally.
Timeout, Newport.
And it's not a
Newport's
timeout till that Whitehead says we have a timeout, Newport. And he has given it to the Newport defense. So, guys, the Hounds, they come out, they did what they had to do. And then defensively right here, you have to give Yellville credit, the Panthers, doing what they have to do to march that football down here to eat up a little clock and, try to put points on the board. They're doing very well. El Puente Mexican Restaurant, boy, what a beautiful new building and what an investment that Manuel Fuentes has made in Newport, Arkansas. And he could have gone anywhere in the country. And matter of fact, he owns a couple of restaurants, but he made his home in Newport, Arkansas.
Is the food better in the new one?
Well, here, you just think it is. I don't know if it is or not, but it's certainly
I've had it.
I don't see how it could be better.
It's still as good.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, it didn't lose a
It
step.
didn't change anything, but I've heard several people say, I think it's better over there at the new one. And I think it's just the atmosphere, new building.
Yeah.
I mean, went there one night, the young man was playing and singing.
Sure.
I mean,
Fun.
yeah.
Manuel is a great guy.
Here's the snap. Give is to 34 and tries to break a tackle.
Landon Carter on
Can't.
the
He'll be
carry.
brought down near the 31.
Tackle made by Tonio Phillips.
Recycling center at Diaz Scrap Metal. They buy
5-yard
cars, they
gain
buy
brings up
iron,
second down
copper,
and 5
brass,
at the
steel,
31.
stainless, electric motors, cans, much, much more. You can give them a call at 523-3858 for more information. Dead T.
Snap. Give is to 34 and cuts back the other way. Elston's there to meet him
Landon Carter, the ball carrier.
around the
Bryson
26.
Elston makes the tackle.
Yeah, they just noticed that young man's noticed that we're just kind of over pursuing there when they're running that play, and it's a good thing, but Elston does a
Ball
good job
spotted at the
staying at home,
27-yard
reading his
line.
keys and not
It'll be
letting that
third down
guy
and 2.
pick up the first down. It's 3rd and short here for the Panthers.
Yet to see any more of Tyler Ridley on the defense. Maybe by design. Here's the snap. Quarterback calls his own number, and he's going to be brought down near the 20-yard line. Another first down for Yellville.
Yeah, moving the chains, moving the clock. Clock down under 5 to play, 4:48.
First down, Panthers.
Yeah, 33 carries for 108 yards for Yellville. We're not even through the third quarter. Snap goes back to him. Puts his foot in the ground, gets tripped up inside the 20.
I'm glad they're just glad they're not an air raid team, Hayden. Keep the ball on the ground. That means the clock's going to continue to run.
Gain of 2 brings up 2nd down and 8 at the 19.
Eye Care RX Pharmacy located at 1117 McLean Street, Newport. Locally owned, locally loved. Eric and Katrina Schaffner. Let us help you be well. 523-5555.
Snap, quarterback again. Gonna run it and be brought down near the 12.
Noah Cantrell on the carry. Antonio Phillips in on the tackle.
Close to a first down. We'll see the official mark. 3rd down and short. It's going to 34 here. Net play, the Hounds don't fall. They give this to 34 inside, has nowhere to go this time. As big Zylan Ross is going to be able to bring him down back to the 14-yard line. Now 4th down and about 3.
Yeah, played exceptionally well by the Hound defensive line, especially Zylan Ross there, just all over it. Not giving an inch, backing them up a little bit there, Hayden.
Got to watch the ball here. I think they try to go dead call again. Might go with the quarterback.
Had some success with the quarterback running the football here tonight.
Here's the snap, and they go quarterback. Sees inside the 10, and another first down here for Yellville.
Antonio Phillips.
You know, when we kicked in the end zone a little bit ago, I said it's hard to drive that football 80 yards. They're not going to drive it 80. They could drive it 75. I guess I've just lost touch with the game. I just thought it was the 20.
Well, you've been out for a little while. But I'm glad to have you back.
Yeah, glad to be back in the booth, boys.
Glad to have you back in the booth, DB.
Filling in tonight, filling in. Thanks, fellas.
It's a snap, give 34 on a toss, and Ross plays it well again. Young man tries to cut it up, get what he can. 2nd and goal from the 8.
Gain of a yard, it's 2nd and goal.
A lot of running backs, you see them put their foot in the ground, as we say, and just kind of stop and then cut. This guy's got both of his feet going at the same time, and he cuts, and both of his feet going, and he cuts the other way, and both of his feet going, and he cuts the other way. He's quick as a cat, boy. He's an excellent high school football player.
Snap and give to 34, trying to get outside, and has nowhere to go. Antonio Phillips is there in the backfield for a loss.
On the carry.
Back to the 11, now 3rd and goal.
Antonio Phillips makes the tackle.
Yeah, I love the way our defensive backs are coming up, sticking their nose in there.
Back to the 12.
Being very, very aggressive.
At the 12-yard line.
Phillips had a great game offensively and defensively thus far.
And a timeout here for the Hound defense.
Timeout, Newport.
Under a minute to play here with 51 seconds.
And with that timeout, it's time in to talk about bone and joint needs. You can call White River Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. Providers include Doctors Allen Angel Carpenter in Greer and APRNs Chad Grady and Josh McIntosh. Appointments are being made in Batesville and Newport. For more information, batesvillebones.org or call 793-2371. Merchants of Planters Bank with several locations to serve you in Northeast and North Central Arkansas. And don't forget about residential and commercial mortgage lending. They are the specialists in Newport, Arkansas. M&P Lending.
Third and goal from the 12. Snap, fake, quarterback keep. Quarterback rolling out and had success earlier, and the young man reaches out. Touchdown, Panthers.
Let's give them credit where credit's due. They put a drive together and scored some points there, Hayden.
Noah Cantrell on the carry.
Looks like Yellville's going to try to kick. No, it looks like they're going for two.
Update on Salem and Perryville. Salem just scored up 8-6 with 4:03 left in the third, and an onside kick is coming.
I think they're going for one, but they can't find the tee.
And delay a game.
Somebody on the bench has the responsibility of knowing where the tee is at all times. That's his job. It's one of his jobs. May not be his only job. Could be one of the trainer's jobs. Could be a manager's job. Could be an assistant coach's job.
Could be Bobby Tucker.
Could be Bob. Bob would know where that tee is.
Bob have that tee ready.
Couldn't get the snap. Quarterback's going to roll out. Nobody there. 2-point conversion is no good.
Conversion is no good.
And the score remains 42-14.
43 seconds to play in the third, and the Hounds will get the football back, barring an onside kick that is successful for Yellville. $75-yard drive against this Hound defense. Wouldn't think happens very often.
Yeah, 18-play drive.
18 plays. Yeah, it was consistent. They didn't do a 20-yard play. It was 4, 5, 6, 7, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 6, 7. Thank you, Trey Grass. Long ride home coming up tonight, but it's always sweeter if you're winning.
It's going to be a long drive for you, Dave.
Yes.
I may have to drive home.
That's not a bad idea.
Adam Stewart set to kick off for the Panthers.
I've seen what it looks like, your vision.
For the Greyhounds.
With a problem you've seen and I haven't. I haven't seen.
Little pooch kick here. Collins is going to pick it up near the 34 and try to set up something and can't. Be first in for the Hounds.
Zayed Gwynn on the return.
From the 34.
Owen Layton in on the tackle for the Panthers. First down, Greyhounds.
Hounds with a 28-point lead here. Nearing the fourth quarter. I'm assuming that the field runs east and west, and that's a northerly breeze. Would that be correct? Sure feels like it's coming out of the north. It's cold. I didn't actually see where the sun set today, so I don't know.
set behind us, Dave.
So snap, give this to Malik. Malik trying to get outside. Yellville bringing 4 or 5 hats there to wrap him up for a loss back to the 30.
No quitting these Panthers here from Yellville. It's a great pursuit there by those guys.
Eli Girth, Landon Veter, both in on the tackle for the Panthers. Loss of 3. Back to the 31. Second down and 13.
Hounds going to let this thing just run out here and go straight into the fourth quarter. The 28-point lead, leading 42-14 over Yellville.
We'll hear from our sponsor, ASU Newport.
It's time to roll with a degree in diesel technology from ASU Newport. Diesel trucks drive America's economy, and if you can fix it, you can start your career as a diesel technician. Diesel techs are in demand locally and nationwide, making good money with growth opportunity and job security. Enroll in an ASU Newport diesel technology program and start your rewarding career when you graduate. Register online at asun.edu. That's asun.edu. Enroll and start out at ASU Newport.
As we've got 12 minutes here left, men, and the Hounds have led most of the contest, not all. Yellville did go up 8-7. The Hounds answered immediately.
And haven't really looked back since, but I'm going to tell you what, this Yellville defense is fired up, Hayden. Just stopped the Hounds for a loss of 3 on the last play of the third quarter.
Now 10 guys within 2 yards of the line of scrimmage. Throw it out wide here to Nemo Kright. And Nemo with a great block there by Braxton. Nemo Kright's going to get into Yellville-Summit territory. What about Braxton downfield blocking?
Hey, just that's what it takes right there. Just selfless player coming out there making the big block to spurt the man on the outside. Just a great job of blocking. And a great job of reading that block by Nemo. Nemo catches the ball. He sees the block coming. He takes advantage of it, and he gets upfield.
I think checks out. Phillip checks in.
Could it be a house call here, Hayden?
You give it to him down here on the bottom, I think it is. Snap and give this to Phillips. Going outside is Phillips, and Phillips refusing to go down. You can get down to around the 46-yard line.
Antonio Phillips on the carry.
Good positive run there by Phillips. Clock continues to roll now, under 11 and a half to play in the contest.
6 at the 46.
Reynolds gets the play in. Braxton and Kright at the top of your screen.
Snap. Reynolds looks to throw it deep, goes to Braxton. Braxton catches near the 24, and with a stiff arm, Braxton still on his feet. He's going to lay out the end zone. Touchdown, Braxton.
Touchdown,
Day Braxton with a good catch. Makes this guy miss a stiff arm and gets in the end zone. The Hounds go up 48-14.
Another great toss there from Luke Reynolds. Braxton does his job, reads the ball, and just comes down with it. Big play in a football game there, Hayden. Exciting. We'll see what the Hounds elect to do here. Will they go for 2? Looks like they're going to kick the extra point.
The extra point clock should continue to roll.
If we can execute here, we should be under the gentleman's rule.
Covering some real estate there for Bratcher Real Estate. Once again, another touchdown brought to you by the good folks. 520 Malcolm.
Snap, hold, kick is up and is good.
The extra point is good from Destin Jackson.
The Hounds go up 49-14, and you can run that beautiful clock, Ben.
Roll that beautiful clock.
Okay, boys, I get it. John Miner Insurance and Real Estate Company bringing you the Mr. John Miner Senior Hustle Player of the Game Award, located at 2715 Stegall Road. Phone numbers 523-8900. Anna Miner Roddy and John Miner III are representing 5 generations of the Miner Company. And in the clubhouse is Destin Jackson with a great hustle play, a scoop and score in the first half.
A lineman's dream.
A lineman's dream for sure.
You scored a touchdown?
Yep.
You scored a touchdown?
2.
Josh, you ever score a touchdown?
At the kickoff for the Greyhounds. Coben Hubbard and Landon Kiter back to receive.
We'll say you did.
For the Panthers.
I did.
Looks like I'm in the lead here.
You got 2?
I got 2.
Whoa. Well, Pee Wee don't count.
One was Here's another First Community Bank kickoff.
There's a line drive and fielded around the 17 here. Young man cutting across the other way, and it's going to be brought down near the 36-yard line.
Return.
Going into the fourth quarter, Salem 8, Perryville 6.
Braden Smith,
What a
Bryson
ball
Elston,
game.
in on the tackle. 1st and 10, Panthers.
Perryville's a quality opponent.
36-yard line.
We'll be on the road this coming week, first time ever to Perryville.
Like Sam Dole in the game here. I think it'd be a time to get some of your 9th graders in.
Or any of your younger players who haven't had a lot of time. And I think we have, and we'll try to get them named here momentarily.
So snap, give to 34.
Landon Kiter, the ball carrier.
B.J. Elston in on the tackle.
Tackle made by Bryson Elston.
Carmelo Ellis checking
8-yard
in.
gain. It's going to be 2nd down and 2 at the 44.
Hayden Kennedy also in the contest. Quarterback tries to keep it on the ground.
No, Cantrell, the ball carrier.
Nothing there. Zylan Ross, B.J. Elston, and Jack Sampson on the tackle.
Bryson Elston.
Here comes
Jack
the cavalry.
Sampson, Zylan Ross. all in on the
32,
stop.
don't have his number, but that's
Loss of
Trey
yard
Henderson,
brings
no
up
doubt.
3rd down and 3 at the 43.
Well, I guarantee you he'll hit you. Who else came in? Somebody that knows me.
23 there, Taylon Cright, another freshman. Big Gilbert Ford's in the game.
That Big G, nose man, defensive guard.
On 3rd down here. Timeout here for Yellville.
Probably a good one. Go with a long count. Hounds don't jump. 8:37 to play here in this contest, and it's gotten cold. It was rainy when we started. It's cold when we're going to end up here. Checking out who else is in the football game for the Hounds.
We'll have a Bryant Brown in the game, another senior. Chance Phillips checked into the game.
Hundred or so fans make the jaunt up here to beautiful Yellville, Arkansas. I need me a quadruple cheeseburger after the game somewhere. Wow. That'd be 4, wouldn't it?
Here's the snap. Quarterback's going to keep. Look like Sam Dole in on the tackle there.
On the carry.
Sam the man.
Enough to move the chains here for Yellville.
Sam Doyle makes the tackle for the Greyhounds. 1st down, Panthers at the 48.
Snap, give is to 34. Taylon Cright in on the tackle.
Landon Kiter, the ball carrier.
Good job to come up and make a solo
Taylor
tackle there by
Woods
Cright.
makes the tackle.
Shuffling guys in and out here.
2nd down and 2.
Maj Morgan checks in. Looks like Nemo Cright checking in as well. Snap back to 34. He can be brought down near the 35-yard line.
Chance Phillips makes the tackle. First down, Panthers at the 35.
And on the tackle.
More new guys coming in.
So we don't have all the freshmen's numbers here. We'll try to. Andrew Johnson in the game. Here's the snap. Young man breaks the tackle and stays on his feet.
No, Cam Trail, the ball carrier.
Finally going to be brought down.
Fernando Fuentes.
We're doing pretty good with 12.
One goes off, no one comes on.
So that means we had too many.
That's what it means.
Mitchell Reed in. Ivan Gonzalez. I'm just trying to remember these guys from the junior high.
Sure.
Snap, dive. Fernando Fuentes in and makes a tackle there.
Fernando.
Jaden Robinson, Eddie White. A couple more freshmen checking in.
Your papa is proud. I guess I better get down to the sidelines, guys.
Third down and 2 at the 27-yard line.
On third and a couple. Give to 34. Tough running, brought down near the 15-yard line.
Braden Smith in
on the tackle.
You know, it's got to be
first down, Panthers. The 14-yard line.
First and 10 from the 14. Snap and give it to the big man up the middle. He's going to be brought down around the 10.
On the carry.
Hounds came up with the football, but they're going to say he was down.
Hound defense not giving there. It's exciting to see these young guys get in the ball game, Hayden, and get to move up for your first high school football game, and you get to actually play.
4-yard gain. Second down and 6 at the 10-yard line.
4.5 to go here in the contest. Hounds up 49-14.
Snap, get back to 34. Young man trying to cut out of my outside. Played well there, and that's Jaden Robinson.
He was phenomenal at junior high football and played that one absolutely perfect.
You know, a guy probably a little undersized, but he's going to grow into his body. I mean, I've always said about those guys who don't necessarily hit their growth spurt at 9th, 10th grade. Those guys work so hard on their fundamentals and things like that. So when they do shoot, there's just a gap separation when those guys get to 5'10", 5'11", like everyone else, because they work so hard on their fundamentals.
Absolutely.
He's going to be a fun one to watch for sure as they give it to the big man inside. And Yellville's trying to get that guy a touchdown. Looks like maybe one of their guards.
That's pretty awesome for them. But back to Jaden Robinson. He comes from a long line of Greyhound football players and linebackers. His father, I played with his dad.
He'd pop you, wouldn't he?
Yeah, he'd hit you. D would hit you. And then D's dad at Big Adrian Robinson, great Greyhound football player.
He'd hit you too, wouldn't he?
He'd eat your lunch.
That's what's more exciting when you come call these games is you go, you know, his daddy and his grandpa played here, and maybe his great-grandpa sometimes.
Yep, a lot of history in our tradition and our roots. And when you grow up in Newport, Hayden, you want to be a Greyhound.
Looks like a delay of game.
Clock under 2.5. And should continue to roll, but it has stopped.
Salem up 16-6 now. So a 2-possession game over there.
Kind of what we all, I guess it would say, expected. Salem probably the favorite in that ball game, but Perryville obviously showing some grit, and kind of you didn't know.
What I've kind of seen as far as scores indicate is they're not going to get in a shootout with you. They're not going to go score as the 2-point conversion try. Young man trying to get in. And they're going to say 2-point conversion no good.
2-point conversion.
But back to Perryville.
They're not putting up a whole lot of points. I mean, they've got obviously some issues going on the offensive end. Maybe their plan is to not necessarily get in those shootouts and maybe run the ball and things like that. I remember last year they were a spread team, like to throw the football. From what I've seen, it looks like they try to still do the same, try to throw the football. The defense has really stepped up the past few weeks, just looking at some scores. I mean, shutout Quitman.
Absolutely.
I mean, anytime you do that, and they've got a pretty good offense now. Their defense has been suspect as far as Quitman goes, but when you go shut those guys out, and I believe it was at Quitman.
Yeah, that's a big win for Perryville.
And they get two biggest conference games of the year. Salem Newport at home. That's a big thing. Those guys are going to be fired up to try to be the 2 seed, and the winner of that game next week will be the 2 seed if Salem holds off to win that football game.
You can look at it as a disadvantage from their point of view. You're playing, arguably the 2 best teams in the conference at the end of the year, but also, it could be an advantage that, you're finally clicking and you got all your kinks worked out, and here comes the pooch.
It's going to hit, and Collins is going to pick it up and fall down on it near the 37-yard line.
Got about a minute to play. So
at the 37-yard line.
Everybody at this point of the season's a little banged up, bruised up. You try to get healthy going into playoffs. And the Hounds, got to play a tough game before going into the playoffs with Perryville. I've always liked that last game being a competitive game because it just gets you fired up and ready to go, for a playoff game, because it could potentially be your last.
Yeah, especially, you're rolling through there and you got to win one to advance. And, hey, the pressure's on, and I like it. I love playing ball when the pressure was on.
Cried in at tailback. Jalen Cright, that is. They're going to give it to Cright, and Cright's going to get his first high school carry, and it's going to be a positive as Cright goes to the sideline and pushed out of bounds.
Cameron Woods on the carry.
That's going to run the clock, and Hounds are going to win here on the road against Yellville-Summit 49-20. Obviously, the fathead collision of the week.
None other than
Tyler Ridley's going to be awarded that, and the hustle plays got to go to Destin Jackson, guy that plays the defensive line. There, the block punt, however you want to call it, a scoop and score. The young man just takes it the other way and scores. And Hounds win a big conference game, but we got one more left before the playoffs. And we'll have the post-game report coming right up. Hounds win a thriller here as we have the George Kell Ford post-game report. Hounds come up victorious in this one, Ben. I mean, it was all Hound offense, that it didn't look like they were ever going to be stopped. I thought the defense played exceptional. Giving up the late one there, you're subbing in guys. They got a couple on your first team on just quarterback keep, maybe over pursuing. But the Hounds win.
All in all,
a win's a win.
All in all, it was a great effort by the Hounds, a great execution of the game plan. You come in here, you win a conference game, and, hey, you're glad to do it.
We'll go down to David Black momentarily as we'll have the player of the game and coach's report coming right up.
Unity Health player of the game is sophomore quarterback Luke Reynolds. And Luke, I talked with you a week or so ago, talked to you again tonight. You really come into your own. You threw the football exceptionally well. Talk about the game plan coming in and talk about the execution of the game plan in the game.
Yes, sir. Yellville's a good team. They run the little three front, and we knew our defense were going to have to come ready. Offense, make good passes, execute, and we're going to be good.
Well, we put points on the board, and they came back and I mean they had a drive there late in the game that made them look like a pretty good football team. But overall, I thought we dominated the game. But you have a lot of weapons to throw to offensively. Talk about some of those guys.
Yes, sir. Money Wren, he's got speed. Sophomore speed. Nemo's got big hands. He can catch. And Day-Day, to be not the biggest guy on the field, is an excellent receiver. Never complains, never does anything. And the line, they go 100% every play. I couldn't want a better team.
And with Big Malik back there to hand the ball to, he's a tussle for anybody.
Yes, sir. He's like a steamroller, just rolls right over you.
We talked about it on the broadcast tonight. We talked about how you and Money were sophomores and, throwing and kind of getting to know each other. And I made the comment, these kids have been throwing to each other for a long, long time. Talk about how long ago it's been.
4th grade, Hayden Schultz, K15, was our coach, and me and him were quarterback and running back, and we just been together all through it, and here we are, high school. Time flies.
Congratulations on your big victory tonight. Let's get after it next week. That's Luke Reynolds. He is the Unity Health player of the game. Thank you, Luke.
Yes, sir. Go Hounds.
Go Hounds. Come on in here, Coach. Great job. Subway in the Newport Walmart with Coach Brian Reynolds. A victory is a victory.
I want to be a Reynolds
Brian,
right now.
Brian Reardon, my fault. Listen, Coach, a victory is a victory is a victory. You come on the road. We did what we had to do. On both sides of the ball, saw a lot of good things tonight.
Oh, absolutely. It was. We get 49-14. We got the clock rolling right at the beginning of the 4th quarter. We expected nothing. Their season was over. They have been able to move the ball on everybody all year. So we knew we were going to be in for it with trying to stop their offense. I'm not. Special teams made some big plays that kind of popped it up for us. Had a punt return and the punt block that scored with Destin and Money. And your player of the game was a 9th grader, 10th grader. Common theme this year, isn't it? Yeah. And I even told him they said, why are you calling timeout? We're at 42-14. What was it? 42-8, I think.
Right.
I said, we're looking at the rest of this year getting better every game and going into the next year. I said, look out there. There's a bunch of 9th and 10th graders out there, 11th graders. I said, I want to teach them how to do things right. I don't care how much time's left or what the score is. So hats off to, they came out and fought their butts off. They didn't lay down. Coach Crane does a great job here. And I'm just happy to get that win. And we got another home game.
No doubt about that. And, of course, we'll be on the road this coming week and just kind of look ahead. Even starting right now, we've got a tough Perryville opponent that's playing Salem off their feet tonight.
Absolutely. Their defense is unbelievable. They shut this team out not too long ago. They held Melbourne to 1 touchdown. As of right now, it's by far the lowest scoring output of Salem's year at 16 points last night. You told me 16-6, whatever. Phenomenal defense. I watched it. Reminded me of some of my old school's defense. They used to have very fundamental, don't make mistakes, and they fly to the ball. We're going to have our hands full going there. We get the 2 seed. We clinch the 3. Like I said, we do get a home field no matter what. But you want to win every game you play, by guys. I'm a competitor. We want to win. But we get that. It gets you to 6 wins. Guarantees that winning season. That was one of the things we talked about at the beginning of the year. So a lot to play for, man. And I always rather have the higher seed.
I don't remember 5 Reynolds boys playing all together at football, but I do remember 5 Reardon boys playing. So how I could ever get it confused, I don't know. But it is Reardon, right? Is that?
I'm proud to be a Reardon, but if I was a Reynolds, I'd be proud of that too. That's some good people, man. So Luke's a great guy, Benny's a great guy, man. They're great people, man. Great people.
We'll see you next week. And this Coach Brian Reardon, he's the athletic director, head football coach of Newport Greyhounds. Big victory tonight, 49-20, I think is what it was, 49-20.
Well, their lineman got a little love there at the end and punched one in. Yeah. Their coach said something to me about it. I was like, that was awesome, man. I don't care. I said, he was like, sorry, we just had to get him a touchdown. I said, man, we do the same thing. It's all fun, man. At the end of the day, there's a bunch of kids out here trying to have a good time, man.
That's what it is. All right, Coach, as always, go Hounds.